Welcome back to Refrain Chord. So, continuing Lola's
Pedro,
episodes.
what are we going to do today?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Watch cutscenes. What's wrong? Oh, sorry. This one is actually voiced.
I can imagine she's always, on the run for the business.
Sedentary lifestyle doesn't suit her.
Also this, okay. It's a good thing, Fang, because we can't. Okay.
あまり髪をいじらせてくれないんです。本当はもっと可愛い髪型もさせてみたいんですけれど。ガルドちゃんも可愛いけど、やっぱり女の子っていいわね。いろんな髪型させる楽しみが。
Also, Galdo's hairstyle is very short anyway. There's not much you can do.
If it means that much to you, buy. If it means that much to you, buy one of those dolls that comes with a comb so you can scrub her hair or something. Like.
でしょ？ガルドちゃんも嫌がるのよね。男の子なら仕方ないんでしょうけど。
Boys will be boys. Hairdresser and all that.
I can tell you that my wife doesn't have that, at least.
And yet, that is still tame compared to what Harley would probably be doing right now.
Well, obviously.
Not untrue. Fair enough. I mean, if you're lucky to have the day to yourself, well, good for you, but yeah, when you have a jam-packed schedule, unfortunately, you don't have as much time to focus on some things.
Okay, Lola, explain. I mean, like she wouldn't do that. Yes, you would.
There we
See?
go.
There you go.
It's more like Fanga gave her a bad idea.
I mean, let's be honest, it's in her nature. You're part of the party now, shouldn't you be, at the very least, kinder to our wallets?
Friends are friends, business is business. Those are two separate matters.
Damn, he's right. Uh-oh.
I keep telling you, I am not your Oni-chan.
But is he her pog champ?
No.
I mean, I know that there's no actual braids because, again, we can't make a different sprite for Lola, but just pretend that there's braids on her hair.
I think most of the body went into the voice.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's why they couldn't get an English voice cast. They spent too much on the Japanese one.
I don't get it.
I mean,
Megaton Musashi Wired also has sprites using for most of its cutscenes, and guess what? They took a page from the 12 series and even do manga panels and have the characters do all cool movements and stuff. Like we're watching. It's kind of like the cutscenes in Hi-Fi Rush. I don't know if you guys saw that, right?
Yeah, no,
so why can't you do something like that here? Because the presentation in this game is so fucking static and boring.
Anyway, Dwibs, the idea that they couldn't get English actors because they were paying the Japanese actors doesn't really make sense, because that would mean that they always had it in the cards from the get-go.
I wasn't being entirely serious with that one. I know about localization budgets and all that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just one of those cases where the joke doesn't make as much sense. Oh!
Like the jokes in this are much better.
Some are, not all.
Also, be better than that.
That too.
Okay, so is this...
That big
one?
name
Yeah.
married actor. Which one? There are a lot of them.
You're gonna have to narrow that down, Lola.
Having an affair with that singer. Is that a reference to something?
Maybe.
Yeah, the joke is that she's reading a typical magazine that has, you know, rumors and shit.
Gossip.
That or
and
it's
shit.
that or it's legit a
That comedian
newspaper.
got arrested for fraud.
How does that even work? Like, you're arrested because your jokes are terrible.
No. Fraud. That's
Like
probably
tax fraud.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Imagine an actor getting jailed for tax evasion. Oh wait.
I'm not sure that's prejudice, Lola. That- Yes,
She does have a
yes,
point
my
about
next
that.
financial success will depend entirely on a comedian who was sent to prison for fraud.
You'd be surprised how some people
Maybe
work that out
that comedian was
economically.
actually one of, you know,
See,
their
that
actual
one was-
sources.
See, guys, that
go.
one's funny. Them Weekly.
That's the name of the magazine, I guess.
Newspaper, I think.
Sure.
Oh god, is this this world's equivalent of TMZ?
Maybe.
Possible.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Them Weekly actually is the magazine, and they were comparing that to newspapers.
As Garfield wisely says, you're not immune to propaganda.
So how come you haven't read it then, Fang?
Get the age doesn't give a shit.
We don't have anything to do. It's not like we have a final boss to fight.
Nah, don't worry, Lola. I'm sure the final boss... Al will just stay there twiddling his thumbs while he waits, so...
That's how RPG bosses tend to work.
Yeah, Lola's not doing that.
Yeah.
Duh. Yeah, but a fish and chip stand, that's much better.
Also, British terminology there, eh, Fang?
Possibly for the sake of, you know, connecting to the word fishy, draw more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fish
Yeah,
and chips.
that works.
Because I guess that was also in the original script, something like that.
And we're not unfamiliar with that term here anyway.
Why don't we have it? Why don't we have it something like for every $5 you give me, we'll cut a bit of Fang's hair off.
It's a crowdfunding. Get Fang bald.
And stop calling me Oni-chan!
Well, to be fair, they changed it to handsome, which is a... I prefer that better.
The one that the localizers don't directly translate that bit. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that. Like, why does she call him Oni-chan? She's not...
Like, okay, sometimes Oni-chan or Ni-chan or
It's the equivalent of
Oni-chan
bro.
or-
It can be the equivalent of bro in some situations. So yeah.
The issue is that it's normally regarded as sibling relationship, and that is how it's often used in the
To be
terminology.
fair, no, Java. Remember, it's also used in relation to, you know, gang towards maybe their boss. Remember, synonymous of that is also aniki, which literally means the same thing, just you know, potentially for that kind of context. It's just that we're mostly used to the connotation used for familiar term, which is, to be fair, its origin point, but it's even used in an actual, you know, friend-to-friend context, like in this one.
Yeah, the issue is, I was going off of mainly the translation we see in that regard, so...
Like he said, if instead, medias actually took their time to educate people about this, we will not have potentially, this confusion.
Yeah, I can say that. I used a cheat code and I've got infinite money.
Admittedly, maybe I've just been seeing the wrong anime, but almost every anime I've seen has used the Oni thing for...
Well, that's because it's his primary purpose, but that doesn't mean it cannot be used for this context too.
I think it's.
I agree.
It's also can be a bit weird because remember, Lola is one of the choices. So yeah, that can be a bit.
Remember also, well, again, in some of the love context, the Nichan and Nesan tend to be used to describe love interest. If you read any romance manga, that term might also crop up at some point.
I guess it's also not helped by the fact that anime has a bad tendency of shipping siblings with each other, so I can get
True,
why
but
some
at
people
that
may
point
get the wrong idea.
Like I said, at that point it's basically just, prejudice under, limited
Yeah.
information that's given to you.
That's what Reiji Miyajima is doing with his new manga, as in the creator of Rent a Girlfriend. Like, it's literally a manga about this guy who has a harem where all the girls are his sisters.
Wait, what?
Yes, I'm not kidding. I'm
The
not
twist
kidding.
is that they're all his sisters.
No. Okay, well, at first, the idea is that they grew up together, right? And then it's revealed that they're secretly all his sisters. Thing is, apparently only one of them is blood related. If that, I don't ask me how that makes any sense because I haven't actually read it. I've only seen videos about the matter. I haven't actually read the manga myself. So.
Also, Job, literally one of the big, reading series from Dengeki Bunko, I don't even know if it's finished because I sure as hell did not touch it with any football, was literally called I Cannot Believe My Little Sister Is This Cute.
I like what...
He did got even playable character in Dengeki Bunko fighting Climax.
Yeah, I like what 100 Girlfriends does with girlfriend number 12, who's Rentaro's cousin, right? The first when the zing happens, they even write on the page, "Are you kidding me?" And Rento's even like, "Shueisha, are you sure about this?" and then I also like how there's even when the characters, all the characters, go, you realize that the problems here. Like, don't worry.
Oh my God, CG.
Yeah, and then I'm not kidding you. They even have, don't worry. Don't worry. We'll put the blame on Shueisha's executives if it comes to that.
So it's a Fury lottery.
Yeah, Fury lottery. Yeah.
700 gold per ticket. Holy shit.
Oh, so it's a gotcha. Got it.
But yeah, when 100 GFs does it, it does it as a laughable shit post kind of manner. So it's just whatever. It's just like for fun, and there's full acknowledgement of what's happening, right? When it's something, but from what I've heard, apparently Reiji's manga tries to do it sincerely, and that's the problem.
The same guy who made Rent a Girlfriend.
Well, no, trust me, Reiji Miyajima is a fucking degenerate dipshit. Normally I wouldn't say that, but in Reiji's case, it actually is true.
Is Rent a Girlfriend finally over?
No, it's still going on. 325 chapters and still going, and this thing will not end.
It either means the editors like it, there's an audience for it, or both.
We've got to have... You know what's funny, too? On MangaDex, the Italian fan translators are ahead of the English translators. Apparently, the Italian translators love this fucking thing.
Well, like I told you, Pedro, we will do anything to get every single series if possible. So it's more of a case of getting one more to the pile.
From what I've heard from the general, maybe not general consensus, but from the people who critique that series, I've heard that Rent a Girlfriend has gotten so bad that people actually prefer the cast of the School Days anime. Gotta specify the anime because that's where they are all their worst. Prefer the cast of the School Days anime over the cast of Rent a Girlfriend. It's apparently gotten that bad.
That's because School Days actually ends. whereas Rent-A-Girlfriend has been going on circles for like 200 chapters at this point.
Okay, I don't understand what's happening. She picked up a Fury which doesn't feel right in her hand.
Oh yeah,
and something happened.
no, don't worry too. Basically, it turns out all the Furies are fake, so they can't be sold.
Oh,
There you go. See.
damn.
So much for that lottery.
So it was actually a scam, even if
Yeah.
you didn't knew that.
And yeah,
Lola got scammed, ironically.
I understand.
You're getting rusty, Lola.
I understand. Like, okay, when it comes to it's funny weird this thing. These final skits have some specific CGs. I feel like the money used for these CGs would have been better spent in putting more CGs in the actual main story.
I swear.
Yeah, more than anything, it feels arbitrary. That's the puzzling thing about it.
I swear, if ever there's a game I kind of want what happened on, as unlikely as it is, it's this game, because I feel like there are some hidden tales to why things are like this.
It's mostly also, Job, I remember, the fact that, there's not many people play this, so the marketing was relatively limited and everything, and even today is not generating much buzz, means also a lot of the questions that we have about the development in some of these aspects, like how to get that fucking beam skill, it's something that we are not actually really able to come by.
Yeah.
Because the GameFAQs community ain't really talking big about this.
Not even the Steam discussion page.
Trust me, I went to the tutorial menu because you can rewatch every tutorial in the game by just going to the tutorial menu in the main menu, right? I went through every single one of those fucking text boxes, and I haven't found a single thing about the item skills. Coming across how to use item skills like a main mechanic in a game shouldn't be this difficult. You know?
Anyway, as for why I want a what happened, it's not just the fact that they have nonsensical logic, it's the fact that they are straight up inconsistent with how they do things. Like, 1 minute we'll have things be pretty much just all copy and pasted from Advent Dark Force. Next minute, suddenly we'll have all these new assets with almost no rhyme or reason. Like, I feel like something had to have happened. Like, maybe they did have a plan for more proper changes, but at some point, mid-development, funding got cut or something, and they had to make do with what they had put in already. Like, I feel like there's got to at least be some reason. Like, I'm sorry, you don't just intentionally make something this haphazard. Like, I just feel like there's a mystery out there.
Also, there's something that I can mention about the comedy, mostly about aspect of this game, but I want to wait until this one is over, since, might as well get the full picture before saying anything.
So yeah, this particular side quest is one that actually unlocks the inverted tower, which is, in fact, this side quest is the only way you can unlock the inverted tower for slashing on the map. It's only used for side quest purposes, not actually used in the main plot.
I know I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but I could have sworn we've come to the inverted tower in this game already.
Oh, that's very easy to explain, Jova. Like I've explained in Advent Dark Forces commentary, the inverted tower is just an excuse for the developers to reuse the assets from the subterranean tower, so you can do that dungeon again with a slightly different layout in the same music. So basically, Jova, it's an excuse for once again cheapening out on making a new dungeon.
Yeah,
I guess the sad thing is, at least in Advent Dark Force, the dungeons could have a different layout. Here, since we don't have dungeons, they can't even do that.
Oh, sorry. And what is it? Is something wrong? Sorry.
Oh, nobody got hurt. Nobody got hurt as a woman. Wait, could this be it?
So there you go. We found the wall, the supposed invisible wall that only women can go through. Go ahead.
Ah, reaching out with my hand. I can feel it. There's definitely some type of wall here.
Oh man, what the hell? You can't be the only one who doesn't hit it. Come on, run head first into the wall like a man.
Also,
that's what Ash will do.
Also, I don't know if it's in my place to point out, but
yeah, I know,
also
Drova.
blocked from it.
Let's just hope it's because we're non-binary and that doesn't count. I get the idea. This joke would have been so much better in the 90s.
But
Yeah, like I feel. Wait, and I was right.
let-
Ifrit made it through, didn't he?
Ouch! I'm trying into it. Guess I'm staying behind.
Oh. But wait, it's his quest, so I guess the point is this.
No, what happens is he's trying to pretend that he's hitting it because he doesn't want to go through it because
No faking out now. I saw you slip through the invisible wall. Heave-ho!
See, my problem with
So
this.
Ifrit is a girl, or the magic
No.
considers
No,
it
the
a
magic
girl?
apparently. I guess the joke. I guess we're supposed to take it as a joke that even the magic thinks he's a girl, but it's just stupid. Second,
How does that work?
This
though?
entire skit, when it comes to the premise and this execution is just awkward, and I really wish it wasn't here.
trust me too.
Okay,
Same
look.
thing.
Okay, look, this joke would work better if it turns out the wizard is still alive and is actively controlling it, since that would at least
be.
cover his bases that he's judging visually AJ and Ifrit.
Compared to the song, it might not look very manly, but still,
I feel a little sorry for him. Any girl with a male partner other than Ifrit won't be able to fairize, so they should stay here.
So there's also well, actually, Jova, you might have a surprise coming for you. So put a pin on that. Second, it's also the fact that this would
why
be.
did it have to be me?
I wouldn't even mind this so much if at least Ifrit's thing, if Ifrit's insecurity about his manhood would at the very least lead to some kind of an arc, but it doesn't. After this sequence, it just goes away, and we never address this ever again.
Also, I guess this snake is
random
also
old
being-
man.
Yeah.
What impressive that you made it this far, beautiful ladies.
As much as I usually love to be told I'm beautiful, I don't much care for the condensation. The condensation.
If she's not a beauty keeper, I say, I want to hear beautiful woman scream in the heat of battle.
Thank you, Pop.
Oh, gross! This guy's a woman's worst nightmare.
If you're gonna go through all this trouble, at least make your enchantment good enough to recognize a man.
I think I may have been onto something.
Yep, there you go, Jova.
Let's go, Sui. We're gonna make this old bastard pay.
Yeah, let's kill the
So
old
I
man.
guess
So at the
Also, I
very least,
guess-
they're basically blaming the responsibility on the person who put the wall. So at the very least, they're going somewhere with this.
I guess my problem is they're still implying that
And the old
magic...
man is a robot dinosaur, of course.
No, the idea,
Wow.
supposedly the idea is that we're fighting monsters that are guarding,
by this person, okay.
and once again,
Glass of all people thought to help this man. Glass, I get that you help our enemies, but maybe just this once. Just this once, you could have made an exception. I think my issue is that they still seem to imply that the magic was apparently a magic detector. Like, I'd rather they just outright say, no, the man is, like, controlling the magic still directly, and that does it because... Okay, I'm sorry. AJ, as we're going off with the idea, is non-binary, but I would still argue that they look more feminine than Ifrit.
yeah.
So I really don't get the whole blocking out
It's really
AJ
one of those
thing.
jokes, like I said, it's really one of those, awkward situations. They probably, would have been more funny, and just more mindless in the 90s, but these days, with awareness to the LGBT, more community, it's just unpleasant with the implications.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I don't know, even for the 90s... Okay. I could maybe see why it would be more okay in the 90s, but even going off of 90s logic, I don't see the logic. AJ looks feminine, so shouldn't they be let into, and again, maybe go with, say one of the girls is also mistaken for a boy, ergo Rin.
I'm gonna
who,
go
to be
with
fair,
the most
party-
generals I can say here, because the alternative is so much worse, and I'm not even gonna actually mention it. That it was just a case of in this case the writers for this particular mission just want to have another example more than anything, without having to be more specific.
You're right, that is generous, but it's probably best we go with that, because other implications... oh boy, what a mess.
Also, one thing that I haven't brought up yet is Glass's AI. Glass's AI is
Inconsistent. You did mention in one of the previous parts the fact that she always usually starts out with just setting up a buff or a debuff, then spending our turn doing nothing and only then activating her song.
yeah. It's always the same order. First a buff, then a song. First a buff, then it's always the same order. Couldn't you at least have some variety into how she acts?
Like I guess the idea that if they made her activate the song from the beginning, it might have been too, too hard, too difficult from the get go. But geez, balancing, or even so, reserved, maybe that for higher difficulties. I don't know.
All right, so there's not really much point in attacking this guy right now. So let's continue. All right.
Also, is that particular square an enemy generator?
Yes. I don't think I've explained that yet. Have I?
You did mention when you showcased us the level that you use for grinding.
Oh, right. That is true. I did explain it.
I was just needed that for confirmation.
Okay then. And yes, there's Glass's song. I don't think I used Fleur in this battle, so no.
What?
No
I just
refrain.
want I saw Fleur back there.
No.
Well,
Her song. No, I mean her song.
Alright then.
And that's it.
I also love how, Harley apparently was not able to pass.
Is that
Well,
Or at
to
least
be
was
fair-
almost showcasing the cutscene.
Well, actually, remember.
Good idea you were a man.
Well-
You got such a beautiful bird.
Remember, Teo, they explained that any female fencer that has a fairy partner,
Oh, okay.
sorry, a male
I
partner
understand.
doesn't go.
Even men can be beautiful.
Oh, they can come through here, but Bajas can't. So
Looks like that old fart learned something new about himself in the end there.
I can still feel his creepy eyes on my back. I think I'll cover it up from now on.
this.
No, Ifrit, it's...
Oh, but he's right. You really do have a beautiful back.
Did she just
Oh,
slap
man.
him? Or
No, I
something?
get the idea. She is shivered at the thought.
Shall we go? Come, Clara.
I don't know the
Now
way that.
Mariana has something to counteract the whole "you're old" thing back at him now.
I guess.
Yes, Lady Mariana.
I'm gonna kill her!
You're already going to do
Like
that.
the 100th time you said that.
Also, yeah, I'm gonna instead pretend that this never happened.
Moving on.
Yeah, that was certainly a quest line.
Yep.
Let us never speak of this again.
It happened.
Yep.
It
Man,
happened. There was
I'm-
pain,
good thing
suffering, laughter, happiness, and joy.
good thing I only have to go through this for one time per playthrough. Whew. And even if I had to do it, I'll just skip the cutscenes
Now
because
to
I.
get the ice for cooling off Harley.
Yep. And we'll skip this battle, otherwise I'll die of old age before this game is over.
Nice
Alright.
dragon scale. Okay.
Yes. Alright, we finally got the ice from the Kogai Ice Ruins. The rest is up to you, Bahus.
Leave it to me.
Alright.
This'll be delicious.
Shake, shake, shake. There, today's special shaved ice is served. Also, wait a minute. Don't some of the characters able to use ice magic?
Yep.
Um,
Ethel can use ice magic.
Mmm,
Let's
it's
just
so cold and
move on.
delicious. Even the brain freeze.
Well,
feels
Teo,
good.
it's kind of like how Spoonie complains in his Final Fantasy VIII review. Why can't they use a cure spell or a phoenix down to revive Aerith and shit like that? Like it's
Usually that's actually lampshaded when it happens, like in Final Fantasy V.
Yep, I'm nice and cool on the inside now, but I'm still so hot on the outside, especially around my chest.
Of course.
Oh, Lola, you got just what I need. Let me borrow that ice for a minute.
No.
What? Hey, keep my merchandise away from your boobs.
Well,
Again,
at least she not got herself.
You know,
I
the thing
hate
is,
this
they can't even titillate the audience because they can't even animate it.
My eyes! My precious eyes! You're melting it! Just give it up and eat your shaved ice already. It's good.
Eat your hamburgers, Apollo.
That was gonna be a tasty profit, but this is pretty tasty too.
Oh, I finally cooled off. Thanks for the treat, everyone.
Well, that was definitely a quest.
Can we just forget this part existed in the first place?
Yeah, we'll just say, we'll just say in the next part, we'll say welcome to part 49. I was like, wait, yeah. What do you mean we already did part 49? No, we didn't.
Yeah.
And thus the cycle repeats anew.
We'll do it like this. Hello everybody, welcome back to part 49 of Fair Fencer App. Today we have absolutely nothing to talk about. Goodbye.
See ya, folks.
See ya.
Yeah.